U.S. women's team has been fighting for quite some time, and most recently you all joined together to file a gender discrimination lawsuit against the U.S. Soccer Federation just 3 months before you defend your World Cup title in France. Why now? Why is this the time for this lawsuit?
Well, this is a continuation of our EEOC claim that we filed in 2016. So it's been 3 years in the process, and we just felt like this was the right time. We've had so much tremendous support from our fans, from media, from, our peers all around the world, women of in all different industries of work. And so it's been great to kind of see women standing up for women in full support of each other and lean on for advice and support.
Tell us a little more about the discrimination, how you've experienced it. What's going on behind the scenes that most fans are not seeing?
I think pay equity, a lot of times it just goes to compensation or salaries or bonuses, but it's really hard to have that conversation without really having the conversation about are the staffs funded equally? Are the youth teams funded equally? Branding, promotion, sponsorships, promotion around the games, all things like that. So when people say, well, you don't get as many viewers as the men's team, well, that's really not the full picture. So I think that's the biggest piece that we want to educate people on and have people understand better is that, yes, eventually it's about compensation and about having pay equity and having that be equal. But before you can have that, you have to have investment. Frankly, we sort of have to double earn everything. We have, it's never that sort of oh, I see the potential that you have or whatever, and then we're going to invest in that. It's always sort of the opposite. So to have Lunavar come in and just believe in us, just from a personal standpoint, it just means the world.
Double earning it is something I think a lot of women can relate to. Very well said. Alex kind of touched on it a little bit with the timing of the suit and following up on that claim from 2016. And I know when the suit was filed, the response from Carlos Cordero was, we agreed to a fair and equitable collective bargaining agreement with the women's national team, which included a contract structure that players specifically requested to provide them with guaranteed salary and benefits. How do you guys respond to him pointing to that 2017 CBA?
We felt like in the time to continue playing and without, striking, we felt like this was the best agreement that we could come to mutually at the time. That doesn't mean that it's fair. That doesn't mean that it's equal. But it means that was the best that we saw USSF providing at that moment.
One of the things that stands out about this fight is that you guys continue to do this together. 28 members of the team are on this lawsuit. That's one piece of this fight. Was everyone on board from the beginning? Just what does it say about the determination you all have to make this happen and to do it all together?
I think that's something that we're so proud of, our Players Association and how organized we've been able to become in the last 3 and 4 years. Usually when women are at a very elite level, they're usually there by themselves. They usually don't have 25 other or 23 over however many other women who are all at that same level together. And I think we've really realized the collective power of that and in being organized and being on the same page. I mean, it's a little difficult sometimes with emails and text and trying to keep it all together. There's a lot of moving parts, but everyone is so committed and is just really energized, I think, by each other and by the power that we see in that. And we really are, in a big sense, we're changing the world. We're changing people's perceptions. We are inspiring not only other, female athletes around the world, but just women in general in all walks of life. And that's the most rewarding thing out of all of this.
Guys, tell us a little bit more about the cause and Equal Pay Day and Luna's involvement.
Shout out Lunavar. They came to our Players Association with an incredibly generous and forward-thinking, idea to close the roster bonus between the men's and women's teams heading into the World Cup. It's actually just such an incredible thing. It really surprised me and caught me off guard. We're so used to, having to claw and scrap and fight for everything and for everything that we're worth. And they just came in and were like, you know what, you are worth it. We're making this investment. We believe in you. They closed that equity gap or that pay equality gap for us. And it's just such an honor to be partnering with a brand like Luna Bar.
An on-field question. Alex, I know you're 1 goal shy of 100 for the U.S. Women's National Team, and Megan, you're 1 cap shy of 150 appearances. What do these milestones mean for both of you? Yeah, 150 appearances. What do these milestones mean for both of you? Alex, we'll start with you.
Yeah, I feel like this has been, oh, thanks, girl. 9 years in the making, but at the same time, I don't really love to count my goals. I don't love to, keep that in the back of my mind. At the end of the day, I'm just here to play my role on the team to the best of my ability. And as a forward, I'm expected to score, as with Rapinoe. So, we're expected to lead in that way, and that's what we'll continue to do. And 100 obviously is a great number to get to, but I hope that there's many more.
Anything to add, Megan?
Well, I guess it just proves that I have a little bit of longevity. It's nice with all of the younger players coming on the team and all of their youthful energy that somehow I've been able to stay consistent and play at a high level all of these years. I feel very, very fortunate and very lucky to be on this team, to play with players. Like I count Alex's goals because I'm trying to get the assist on all of them. So I
pretty much
do. So I try to make sure that that goal tally for her is going up. But I'm very fortunate to play on this team. This is actually the only job I've ever had, and frankly, probably the only job I ever really want to have. So I'm going to do it as long as I can and try to continue to play at a very high level.
This girl, so humble.
Well,
I'm trying to Benjamin Button the situation.
Yeah, aren't we all? It is very inspiring to see, especially the love between the two of you. Again, on behalf of Equal Pay Day and Luna, Megan Rapinoe, Alex Morgan, thank you for joining us. We are cheering you on this summer, ladies. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.